Man, it's crunch time.
10 a.m.
Well, it's 9 a.m. You know what? I feel like the camera used to be up a bit.
Maybe.
Because I feel like this was like here. Am I crazy? Am I like crazy? I feel like it should be like just a tiny bit taller. That is a loud alert. Turn down my TV. Holiday themed alerts are back. 'Tis the season.
That's why
Also,
I said 10 a.m. That happened while you were
know.
downstairs.
I know. There's a lot. Maybe. You think it's zoomed? I don't think it's zoomed in. If it's zoomed in, then this would be. I feel like it needs to be like taller.
I'm not sitting in my right spot yet.
I just feel like we used to. I feel like this used to be. Like the bar used to be like here.
Oh, I cut the legs off this.
There's
Yeah,
so much to talk about
no
this morning.
headroom.
Yeah, there's so much to talk about this morning. But we're going to start by talking about the thing that bothers me the most, and that's this. I'm just going to do this, and then I'm just going to go beep, 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 beep. How about that?
Good.
That looks a lot better to me.
Yeah, because you used to be able to read what this game was, and now you can.
I think
Geppy.
that's an improvement.
Yeah.
That looks better to me.
It's Geppy, come here, Geppy. Snuggle me, Geppy.
Snuggle Me Kepi is 2021's Toy of the Year. You've heard of Tickle Me Elmo. Now it's
Hi,
Cuddle Me
cutie.
Kepi. So,
Oh, you can really see his little mohawk right now. Both Kepler and Sagan, like, a lot of the time, just like the ridge of their spine, just the hair stuck up. Especially Sagan. Come here, child. Child.
Don't spill
There's
coffee.
coffee. I know. You are upset that I picked you up.
All right, so let's talk about all the things, because there's just look at this little scratch, this little hit. There are so many things. So the first thing, holiday alerts are on. That's exciting. There's also a high P train. It's also exciting. Thank you all for that. Eggnog,
He does not like.
which was our very first irregular cup. In the context of coffee and tea being a cup. Eggnog was our very first regular cup, and when we launched that, it did not have a
mug.
A physical mug. This is the first time, actually, that there's been a physical mug. So that's exciting. So if a year ago when Eggnog debuted, and you were like, I wish that was a physical mug. Now it is. And it'll be available for purchase for as long as it's on the screen, which I suspect will be probably about a month. So you've got probably a month. And it's got the logo on the back, and oh, it's hot.
Cuddle Me Keppy, now with real purring action.
And it's in all black. It looks neat. This is coffee. Because
We have eggnog.
I still am not like huge on eggnog. Mal likes eggnog.
Good boy.
Wise men bring gold, frankincense, and Tiny Eddie's New Year's Moody Rolls.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Tiny Eddie alerts are now holiday themed. They have a little holiday flair, which is fun. That was what's from Aldo. This is Microscopic Edwin. What promotional snacks do you have to celebrate your new game release? It must be a very special game when wise men bring gold, frankincense, and Tiny Eddie's New Year's Moody Rolls. I love New Year's Moody Rolls.
Tiny Eddie must have been in a mood when he made those. You can, like, feel the anger. Taste it.
It's not a phase, Mom. So anyway, other
There's
things.
also a hype train. Did you mention that?
I did mention that.
Okay.
I just mentioned
I
it.
didn't remember.
It's okay. I've already forgotten half of the things I've said.
Hi.
Did you know that
You're
I
very
almost...
cute. Please lay down.
I almost got up at 5:30.
Almost?
Because I woke up and I had to go to the bathroom.
Oh, that's when you got up?
And I was like super awake. I was like super awake.
I was only sort of awake. Was that when his feeder went off? Because I remember hearing him crunch, but not the feeder happen.
Yeah, it was like right after. I woke up and I went to the bathroom and I got back in bed and I was like, is this going to be one of those situations where like I'm awake and I'm just going to like get started on the day and start working? And I was like, what if I tried flipping over? So like I turned over on my side and I was like, we'll give this a shot.
Hitler, this is mint. You would not like it.
And then I fell asleep.
Yeah, sometimes that's all it takes. Sometimes, like, if I just get up to get a drink or go to the bathroom, and then I just fall back asleep.
I was a little hot. Like, because sometimes you're in the bed and you're like, I'm a little too, like, I'm just a little too warm. I'm, like, on the verge of getting sweaty.
Start the new year with our newest snack, Tiny Eddie's Unknown Seawater Cookies.
I don't like that. That was a bit from Maximin, who says, hey, Tiny Eddie, what should I have for Christmas dinner? Unknown seawater cookies. Just don't eat too many of them. You'll die. You have to do a filtration process on the cookie for.
Yeah. And the cookie itself, that doesn't happen at the factory?
No, what? No, they don't do that. They make them and they're like, let God sort them out. They just ship them. God, what else? There's okay. There's still some other things to talk about. Before we get to them, I'll get through some alerts, because I think that's probably a good idea. But I want to try this while it's hot. On Thursday,
You should just try it.
On Thursday, we went to Lunch Bunch. It's the first Lunch Bunch we've had in 6 weeks, 7 weeks. It's been a long time because we stopped doing them before surgery. And then obviously through the surgery and through the recovery. So it was like 7 weeks. We went to Lunch Bunch. We did lunch, and then afterwards Michael was like, hey, come out to the car. I got something I want to give you. And when we got out to the car, he was like, I bought these like a few weeks ago or a few months ago or whatever. He's like, I want you to try them. And they're everything bagel Pop-Tarts.
I think they're mystery Pop-Tarts, and that's how he described them.
No, I think they're everything bagel.
Okay.
I think that's what it is. And I was like, well, how are they? He was like, they're fine.
We've loaded down Santa's sleigh with Tiny Eddie's obsolete licorice twins.
So I don't know what this is going to taste like. It smells weird. But I'm going to try it. It has a little mustache on it. 5,000 Bits from Wildfire says, Tiny Eddie, today's my birthday. What should I eat to celebrate? We've loaded down Santa's sleigh with Tiny Eddie's obsolete licorice twins.
Happy birthday, Wildfire.
I hope that your birthday is filled with joy and probably something more delicious than obsolete licorice twins. Is that just whenever you have both the red licorice and the black licorice in one pack, but they're both real old, so why they're obsolete? So I don't know when they start doing this. They're printing little mustaches. I don't like the smell of this.
When you brought those up, I was like, oh.
I don't like the smell of this. But that's not indicative of a flavor thing.
It's 8 a.m. Santa's coming in.
The filling looks like white frosting. You don't like them?
Don't let your New Year's ball drop without Tiny Eddie's deep-fried soup and strawberry buns.
Put them over there.
So you can't smell them?
Uh-huh.
Man, you ever try like one bite of something and you're just like, nope. I don't. And like he's right. They're like, well, we have slightly differing opinion. They're not disgusting, but something's wrong. Like that should not taste like that. I don't like that. And how many of these do you have? He gave me 2 packs. He probably only needed to give me 1 pack. Because this is 1 pack. And I took 1 bite of 1 pack and I'm like, it's fine. We have 1,000 bits from Disaster Lives in Me. Don't let your New Year's ball drop without Tiny Eddie's deep fried soup and strawberry buns. Deep fried soup sounds dangerous, but is it really? It's probably okay. I don't know how you deep fry soup, but I'm sure someone's done it. Speaking of, I just want folks to know that we are doing a New Year's stream because we stream on Fridays. New Year's Eve is a Friday, so please join us for New Year's this year. If you're like, I ain't doing anything, cool, neither are we. So join us for New Year's. We'll bring in the New Year. We'll probably use, hold on, I think I have it here. We'll probably probably turn on this logo.
I'm sorry, did I bother you?
And that'll make it official. It's not New Year's till you turn on that logo.
I think we have some sparkling white grape juice from last year.
Perfect. Perfect. If we wait any longer, it'll be fermented. We got 5 gift subs from Elfie. To Spark Corgi, Fruit, Blood, and Bean Soup. Atrian Persona, Wishmaster Jiraki, and LinkedIn. Elfie, thank you. We got 10 subs from That Gamer Gerbil. To Beckett Brass, Tiny Wurmple, Chuckleton, Spin of the Arrow, Philip Ho, 39, Apple Juice P2TF, Rudrake, Punxsutawney Don, Mikey DCT, and Ryonai. Gamer Dribble, thank you. Lots of gift subs. 33 months from Fayalina. 33 months from BC 2014. 19 months from Ziasarn. 39 months from Team Valenstorm. 23 months from Wilhelm Heinlein. 11 months from Theralude. 9 months at Tier 2. Gold Toast. From That Gamer Gerbil. 30 months from Cheeky Anthea. 18 months from Nelm Knight. 11 months from One Weird Cat. 12 months from Eli and Company. Congrats on the 1. 6 months from Rose Guardian Layla. 16 months from Mr. Monkey 789. 39 months from Asynthetic 20. 24 months from Raspberry Kate. Congrats on the 2. We got 300 bits from Sachi. Says, I suspect it's not as easy as putting Poggy in a bit alert. That's the other thing. There's a new alert. Poggy can be summoned at will. I don't remember what it's at. Chaz said it, so now I don't remember what it is. Maybe Chaz will just tell us. It's a full screen alert. It's actually really cool because it's the first time I've done an alert like this. And it required a little ingenuity to get it to work exactly how I wanted it to work.
Do you see him?
He's a sweet boy. He's a sweet, sweet boy.
He heard you say that.
He's a sweet boy.
Go back to bed.
Oh. People who weren't at Skyrim don't know about Poggy.
You can see him on the screen right now.
Is that him?
Yeah, that's him.
He's up there. He's just chilling. We have a sock puppet. We've added a new character to our line of characters. His name is Poggy. Okay, Chess says 3K is Poggy, 4K is a returning alert from last year. I don't know what that is. 3K is Poggy. Poggy is a full screen alert that required me to figure out how to do that. It required me to figure out alpha transparency video for the web, which was new and exciting and fun. New and exciting and fun. the frames may have dropped.
Oh, you hit your head.
We might have to try and tweak it a little bit, but we can do it. We can do it.
It's really good though.
It's really good, but I'll have to figure out how to make it perfect. Anyway, if you want to tank the frame rate of the stream, you know I have that power. Anyway, that was 3,000 from Grabobli. Says, let's see that Poggy. Kill the stream at will. We've given everyone too much power. I would like to see the stream slow down. Yes. We'll probably figure out other ways to make it even better.
Kill the stream even more.
Well, I mean, like maybe I can tweak the thing. Just getting it to work was an interesting challenge, honestly, because like doing video alerts like is nothing new. Doing them with transparency is like, you know, that's something different. So it's fun. It's fun. Anyway, so that's Poggy, and the story behind that is a little long, but the fast version is that we were talking about VTubers on Disc Only. I suggested a cheap version of doing a VTuber would just be to make a sock puppet. Mal then made a sock puppet.
You said on stream, "Hey Mal, are you still listening? Make a sock puppet."
Mal made one. This is actually really helpful. I can look at the CPU usage to figure out what happens. It does jump immensely. It's fine. It's totally fine.
Is there just the one?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, just the one. There may be more in the future, but for now there's just the one. He feeds on frame rate. Buggers. Anyway, so I suggested making a sock puppet. Mal made one, and then we were also talking about the Chuck E. Cheese stream recently, where the puppet or whatever the
Chuck E. Cheese.
Chuck E. Cheese himself,
The mascot.
had said nothing, turned to the camera, just said "Poggers," and then went back to what he was doing. So I kind of replicated that because we had been joking about it. That's it. Like, that's the whole thing. On Friday, I actually had him out, and he did some songs, and he ended up getting named, and now he's Poggy. So we have Peggy and Poggy. That's it. So if you're like, what the heck is going on? You haven't actually missed all that much.
It just seems like it.
It's incredible how much new crap can be created with very little time. A lot happened in a week. So that Poggy was from Incarnados. Says, you summon the Poggy to show thyself for the masses. That's better. Again, I'll probably be able to tweak that alert to make it not kill things. But we'll see. 4,000 Jared Dillon says, what alert is returning? I actually have no idea.
That one.
Oh. I don't remember this. Wait, yes I do. I didn't remember it until Thomas did the ho ho ho.
It was when everyone had their hair long for the pandemic. He had his hair long too.
When it came up, I was like, who is that man? I don't know. But when he did the ho ho ho, I could hear it. It was like a bug in the back of my brain. I was like, oh, I know exactly what that is. God, there is pandemic hair, isn't there?
You're needing a haircut.
The entirety of the Breath of the Wild Let's Play is just pandemic hair, the Let's Play. Anyway, Jared, thank you. And I didn't actually know what was returning. So it's fun to see all of the different alerts again. It's fun to have the elf clip.
Yeah.
Which is
the Die Hard clip.
The Die Hard clip. The elf one, like, there's like a small percentage chance that it gets finished. Mm-hmm. Like, most of the time it just 10 a.m. and you don't get to hear the Santa, but occasionally you'll get to hear the full thing. It's a random chance. Anyway, what was I doing? I'm still reading stuff. I still have more stuff to talk about, too.
Yeah.
There's too many things to talk about. 30 months from Georgia the Sophist, 38 months from Ultra Husk, 39 months from Hi Ryu, 18 months from Statman7, 666 Bic Pens
Bix.
from Squid, who says, I just got my booster shot yesterday, so today is the I Feel Mediocre Day.
That's gonna be Saturday and Sunday for me.
And me. Looking forward to feeling like crap. I told Mal, I was like, if we're going to get our boosters, we need to get them the day after stream. Like, we don't want to get them before Friday. And she's like, yeah, it's probably a good plan, so,
We would have done it sooner, but Surgeon told me to wait, so. Tomorrow makes 6 weeks.
Yep. And that's how long you were supposed to wait. So, we'll not feel great this weekend, but it's fine. It's totally fine. 500 Bits from Theralude says, so will the emote with sock or puppet? Also, Peggy needs to be put down less. Or Poggy, Peggy. Oh, God.
Noah, I'd like to hear your thoughts on that.
Oh, no, don't let Peggy know that I said she needs to be put down.
She's watching you.
Oops. Poggy needs to be put down. Yeah, so, again, you don't know from week to week, like, what kind of insane oddity is going to occur. It is one of those weird things, like, if you miss one stream, you come back and you're like, oh, something has happened. And, like, we're always willing to explain.
Yeah.
And a lot of times the amount that has been missed is so small.
Yeah.
Like we introduced the sock puppet on breakfast stream
Yeah.
in a span of, like, 15 seconds at the very end of the stream, and, like, that was...
After you had, like, ended the stream.
That was, like, the whole thing.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's fun. You don't know what's going to show up. 20 months from the Basuna 7513, 37 months from I Spy Moose. Lost Vagabond gifted a sub to Malye.
Someone mentioned that they got their flu shot. We're also getting flu shots, if you didn't know. I booked that, too.
Man, I'm going to be out.
Yeah.
Hope you didn't have anything you wanted to, like, do...
This weekend?
This weekend.
No, I thought we'd thaw that chicken noodle that we still had from... Because we had frozen some of it when your mom made it for right after surgery. And we need to eat it anyway. I thought that'd be a good dinner Saturday. Or lunch Sunday. And we have a lot of cheese and bread, so I thought we could make grilled cheese.
Yeah. It's just a matter... Will I feel like actually standing at the stove and making a grilled cheese? I'll just be like... Keep in mind, I actually have not experienced any of that. That's not how I experienced the vaccine.
No.
The first time I had my first dose of Pfizer, I don't think I had really any
You
other
really
side
didn't have
effects.
anything. Sore arm?
Yeah, I had a lymph node in my armpit swelled up for like 5 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Like no other symptoms, I think. It was just that, and I was like, this is weird. And then when I got my second dose, I was real tired for like 3 or 4 weeks. And I never felt sick, I just felt real exhausted.
Yeah.
Which, you know, that actually sucks a lot. So I'm hoping that I get something new and interesting for this third one. We'll find out. We'll find out.
And I had the very standard sore arm for the first one and nothing. And one day of feeling nauseous and
Yep.
tired and stuff for the second.
Yeah. I just don't want to... Because, like, out of everyone I know, I'm the only one that had a month-long exhaustion, and that was like, I don't want that again. That's my only thing. I'm like, I really hope that I'd get something new and exciting. Poggers. The fact that we can do full screen alerts with alpha transparency is really exciting. It's really exciting. I'll figure out the frame rate stuff. I'll get it perfect at some point. But for now, I'm just happy that like I'm glad that it's a thing that can be achieved, because that's really cool. I actually kind of wonder how it looks on the stream versus the recording.
Yeah.
Because on my end, it doesn't actually look like there's anything wrong. So
It looks like it's higher quality than we are.
it looks
the
more real.
resolution?
I mean, well, it kind of was. So I'm gonna take a look at that. I'll watch it on Twitch after this stream and see what it looks like, because maybe it's completely different from the recorded version, in which case it'll be interesting to see. 8K Poggy in the 4th dimension. 3,000 bits from Sapphire Becca says, I will go down with this Poggy frame rate ship. Poggers. Yeah, it'll be funny to me if I look on Twitch. I'm like, oh, it really is like nothing. I'll fix it.
We've loaded down Santa's sleigh with Tiny Eddie's River Ribeye Jelly.
Oh. That's Bits from Leaf says, so does this mean a full screen Tiny Eddie is in the future? I mean, it does mean that it's possible. Does mean that it's possible. You know, this whole thing is like a new exciting test.
Yeah.
But we'll see. We'll see what happens. In the meantime, don't eat ribeye jelly.
River ribeye jelly.
And don't eat it if it was in a river. That's not a good. For folks that are interested in the technical side, the quick version, because there's probably at least like 1 or 2 people. Probably no more than 1 or 2 people. What we did is, since we have the setup now of the green screen and then also the green blanket, just recorded a clip in front of that, and then keyed it out in Final Cut, exported that as ProRes 4444, so it has an alpha channel, and then ran that through a transcoder that turned it from ProRes into a VP9 WebM that also has alpha transparency. That's it. That's how it worked. And there might need to be some tweaking, but I can figure that out. I'll figure that out. Because, like, making a ProRes file is easy. I know how to make a ProRes file, so it's like, if I can get it to that point, and
I can make a ProRes file.
Everyone can make a ProRes file! Yeah, I was like, you know, if I can get it to ProRes, and I can get something that can very quickly, easily turn it into something that'll work for OBS, it's like, then we'll be good. Yeah. Did you keep it 10-bit or 8-bit? I mean, once you make... I was like, once you make I was like, well, no, ProRes supports 10-bit. I'm fairly certain.
Don't worry, Ryan B. I am too.
I'm fairly certain that that a VP9 WebM does not support 10-bit video. So I'm almost certain that we're losing that. So I wouldn't worry about that. Probably. I'll look into it. Anyway, I got things to do. 16 months from Galactic Nova. 100 bits from Foss Extreme. 22 months from Back in Red. Vegetable Sorbet gifted 3 subs to the Lone Sand / Gespin Sky and Goog. It's always very hard to say. 39 months from Chrissy G. 300 bits from Incarnado, who says, Pog, Poggers, Poggy, Pog, Poggy, Poggy. This is a fun thing to scream at the birthday party. 3 months from Ellipso 1. 14 months from A Lost Vagabond. 300 bits from Darkness Bride with the George Kepler Star Rain. 300 bits from Anne.
Star Rain. Boing. Boing.
He appreciates that.
He does not appreciate that.
300 bits from Anne, who says, Christmas Cookie Madness is here. 4 types are already done, and we'll be finishing 3 more today. I actually asked my mom to make less cookies this year. I told her, I was like, you know, I feel like I've consumed more sugar than I normally would have.
Yes.
In just the last little bit. And, you know, there's just been a lot of sweets and stuff around, and I was like, I said, it's against everything in my soul, but I would actually prefer it if, instead of making a ton of different Christmas cookies, I was like, what if we do other things? Like, there can be a Christmas cookie, but, like, let's also do something sweet or something savory, you know? So, WebM support 12-bit, oh god. Anyway, I'll look into that after. So, you know,
if she makes a lot of cookies, maybe we'll just ask her to mail them to our friends.
Yeah. Be like, Dan and Lindsay, you want cookies? 'Cause we got cookies.
Oh no, mail them to our friends.
Well, yeah, we could do that too.
Yeah.
Just that's the one we don't have to mail.
I know.
Yeah, Chaz would eat a cookie. I have seen Chaz eat a cookie. I've seen it.
You say that like
Once.
like you
per
have
minute.
questions if Chaz even eats food.
Once per minute. Whenever we had the cookies here for Extra Life, those cookies got consumed. There was a lot of cookies. That's one of the reasons why I don't want Christmas cookies.
Because of how many we had for that.
Yeah, it was excessive. No judgment, Chaz. I also ate a lot. I actually ate a lot of fudge.
Everyone ate a lot of cookies.
I ate a lot of that peanut butter fudge.
You ate almost all of that peanut butter fudge.
I did. It was like, it was more than 1 pound. I ate all of it. Anyway, I was sick. 39 months from Micro X Roses. 3 bits from Sachi says, "Did we try Poggers yet?" We did. We also learned some things about it, but I'll check the tape at the end and see if it's something I can solve. We got a subscription from Maze Minder. Welcome. 38 months from J.R. Brandon. That's our Brandon. 3 bits from Leaf, who says, "Mr. Eddie of varying small stature, please give a newly seasoned snack." This one did not do. There it went.
The truest joy of the holidays is Tiny Eddie's glazed lake chimpanzee fritters.
Lake feels really out of place.
Right? Because you don't normally see lake chimpanzees. Usually.
The truest joy of the holidays is Tiny
like
Eddie's
twice.
glazed lake chimpanzee fritters.
I bet me and Chaz did it at the same time. Probably. A newly seasoned snack. Lake chimpanzee fritters. I mean, so half of Tiny Eddie's products are just like, we found like this animal.
Are fritters always sweet?
No, it's a
Can you have
fritter.
a savory fritter?
I don't.
Right?
I don't know if I've ever had a fritter. What is a fritter? When you say fritter,
Potato fritter? Because all I can think of is like apple fritter.
what is a fritter?
It's like fried dough.
Where's my phone? Oh. It's like, where's my phone?
We had this thing
I just want to see a
in
picture
Japan,
so I know what I'm looking at.
and it was like a fritter, and it was savory, and it was so good, and I don't know what it was. It was delicious, though.
Oh, that what?
They're like fried dough with stuff in them. And all I could think of was apple fritter, and I'm like, but is there a vegetable fritter?
Yeah, I you know, everyone's heard that term, but I don't think I knew what an apple fritter was. So it says Indonesia has crispy vegetable fritters.
Don't you remember
Zucchini lentil
it was
fritters.
the day we went to
So yeah, they're savory ones.
Fangamer Friend's host family, and there was those fried, they had corn in them and some other vegetables.
No.
They were delicious. Peas.
Conch fritters in the Caribbean. What?
Ooh.
Anyway, now I want an apple fritter. I don't know if I've ever had one.
Oh, they're delicious.
They look
There's
really
like
good.
chunks of apple and like cinnamon sugar.
They look really good. Now I want one.
We could run up to that bakery I've wanted to try. They have apple fritters.
It'll certainly be better than this garbage. Woo! That
is
was
the right
terrible.
vlog, Satsy.
That was really terrible. 13 months from Casadicia. 131 bits from Nomi Bookworm 1984. We got 27 months from Lixrin. 300 bits from Platinum Pikachu says, "So I was catching up on Disco Only yesterday, and I just want to highlight what what sounds like an evergreen Steven quote. Mal just sent me a text message, and it says, Jesus. Also, I love the new Scholar." Yeah, there's so many times where I'm like saying something, doing something, and then Mal is listening in, and it's like, what are you doing? That's love. Right? That's... 30 bits from Disaster Lives in Me says, "I took the day off work today because they offered, and I was like, oh, I'm working tomorrow. I can afford to take today off. And then they changed the schedule this morning, and I'm not working again until Saturday. Hope.
I mean, it's a few days off. It's exciting. I feel like, you know, you look forward to like a long weekend, like if you're a Monday through Friday worker.
Yeah.
Because it's like, well, you know, you get done with work on Friday, and like you get to have fun, and like Friday night's fun, but then Saturday is like, okay, I need to recover from the week. And then on Sunday, it's like, well, now I have to do all the normal house stuff I don't get done during the week. And then you go back to work on Monday.
Yeah.
4-day weeks.
That's what my college experience was. Monday through Thursday, that's it.
At some point in our lives, I would like to have a 4-day week.
That'd be fine. We know people that have altered their own schedules that when they're allowed to make their own hours, and they very willingly chose to do 4-day weeks. So instead of doing 5 8-hour days, they do 4 10-hour days. And like,
Brandon is correct. Gotta get to a 5-day week first.
you know, that's you know, that's an idea. If you're someone that can make your own, if you're someone that can make your own hours and you work a 9 to 5, you could work a whatever that turns out to be, a 8 to 6. If you work 8 to 6 for 4 days, you know, that's a lot of hours in a day, but you're only adding 2 more hours a day, and then you get an entire extra day off. So like, something to consider if it's something that you can actually, if you're allowed to do. 13 months from Smash Bryman, 38 months from Saibi. 300 bits from Line Rider says, have you guys played the Animal Crossing Happy Home Paradise DLC? I recently reached some major milestones in it.
I have not.
You still haven't? Okay.
No, and I thought about it, like, when I was gonna go get surgery, I was like, oh, I'm gonna have a month and a half-ish to get to do whatever I want, and Animal Crossing has this great update, and then I played Ghost of Tsushima.
Yep.
And I've really been enjoying that.
And
so.
Mao has since finished Ghost of Tsushima. Like, near as a hair 100% finished it.
I was at the, like, final game stuff right before we went to Florida, and I was like, I have to wait till we get back.
Yep. But she's since beat it, and now she got the DLC. So now she's...
Now I'm playing...
now she's playing the DLC.
What's the island?
Iki. So she's really been enjoying that, but as a result, we have not played Animal Crossing. That being said, I can just about guarantee that there's going to be at least one more.
Because our friends have been playing and redoing islands and stuff.
At least one more Animal Crossing video.
Doodle says, what did you name the horse?
Kage and Kaze.
Kage. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, darkness and wind. Shadow and wind. Yeah, there's going to be another Animal Crossing video because I know Haley has been working on her island again. And assuming that she keeps working on it and gets to a point that she wants to present it.
And I know Dan's been playing and Lindsay's been playing, but I don't know how many people have done an island besides Haley.
So, we'll see. There's a chance that there won't be any more Animal Crossing videos. There's a chance that there will be multiple Animal Crossing videos. But Mao and I have not actually
I want to. It's just, I got really into this, and now I'm well enough to go back to work.
Yep.
So.
Yep. It's fine. I'm looking forward to actually getting a chance to play it.
Yeah.
You know, even though it's probably not going to be me, like, diving in, playing it, getting a chance to go back in just to, like, explore other people's islands and stuff.
I really, because when I had been playing it, I was like, I did my island and everything was set besides like one area, and then I was like, I want to redo everything, and I would say I got maybe half of it done.
Yeah.
Because you can only move like one house at a time, and you know.
But that's the thing. That's the thing, though. It's a process. Anyone that played Animal Crossing this year or last year, like, they know it's a whole thing.
Yeah.
If you want to like, if you have a vision for your island, it's a whole thing. Moving a building is a day.
Yeah.
Because you gotta like,
if you're willing to like destroy all the flowers and trees and plant from scratch and like, that's one thing, but like when you don't want to do that, it's like, oh, well, all the stuff I had stored here, now I have to move somewhere else.
Yeah.
And I know the storage increased since I last played, which is great, and now you have like the outdoor storage to access your house storage and stuff. Like, that's awesome, because it would make it so much easier But I would really like to like finish that and like get my island set and do everything and then stop playing, because then I can feel like I left my villagers in a finished island and not a half completed under construction island, because then I feel better about myself.
Sure. Anyway, hopefully there's at least more Animal Crossing content coming at some point.
Someone mentioned they were glad I was able to get back to work. Yeah. I think I posted... Yeah, I did post to Patreon last night.
Yeah, you're getting there.
Yeah.
You're getting there. 20 months from Eagle Luke. Wish I had water.
I cannot get it for you, as I have Kepler. And you know the rule in this house.
Yeah, now I'm good. He says, not sure if he's good. 13 months from Safrina 13. It's a golden sub.
Oh, please don't roll off my lap. You will get hurt.
Can you manage that cat?
Yeah. I'm not lifting his full weight. I'm just...
I know, but I
pulling
mean,
the
like,
top
there's
half of
been
him.
like 5 things that you've been like, oh no, the cat. He's fine.
He started to stretch and
He'll
roll.
be fine. He bounces back. 15 months from Storms 002. Chaz, I agree. 300 bits from Jaboko says, morning, grandparents. It's been a while since I've been around, but I hope you two are doing well. Happy to finally catch a stream again.
Thank you. Welcome back.
Things have been going good, honestly. Things have been going good. Our whole existence for the past month has just been like, Mao's recovering.
Jay Spoke asked if I was going to be doing a painting soon. Yeah, I'm going to be starting one today.
Yeah. And like, that's less time, but Mao couldn't have started the painting before today, I think. You know, because like, you gotta like move and bend, and your painting is gonna be slightly different.
Yeah.
It's gonna be slightly different, and people will see what that means when we get the video done and out. But
It's supposed to come out on Christmas. That's my last Saturday of the month. I know. Maybe the 26th instead?
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
But yeah, Mao is going back to work today. So
I've been working. Yesterday I had to do a test painting.
You're right.
It's something I've never done. And I obviously had to do a sketch.
It's something that Mao has never painted.
And I had to set up the studio, so I did that last night.
You didn't move your easel, did you? Like you're supposed to
I rocked it. Because I can walk it, I can tip it to one side, and that's all the weight. And then I spin it, and then I set it down, and then I walked it into place.
Ask for help.
It's the one thing that's heavy in the studio.
Ask for help.
Loophole. Yes, Wilo.
I didn't lift it. I shifted it. 100 bits from Plusonic. 20 months from Elio Hyena. 2 months from Sentai Brad. 5 months from Floppy Fosh. 2 months from Hunting Rangers 123. 31 months from Von Cadia 25. 25 months from Darling Aces. 28 months from Yuki Mizuno. 25 months from Goombario. 39 months from Randy B213. 10 months from Jarnik Majinski. Satsy, the Matt Ed, gifted a sub to Pinch of Razzle Dazzle. 13 months from Yoshino Sun 9. 37 months from Jizak. 13 months from Evil Half Dead. 2 months from Jacob Weedle 71. And 500 bits from Whoop Breep, who says, good vibes update. Out of the 4 jobs I applied for, my top company hired me.
Yay!
This is my last week at my current job, and I can't wait for my 3-week holiday break until the new position starts.
That's awesome.
Congrats.
You get the whole holiday off? That's so cool.
Congrats. I like it when the good vibes work. I got through alerts. It took me a little bit. A lot of folks resubbing today too.
Yeah.
Which, thank you. Also, a thing I never, first to snack.
Start the new year with our newest snack, Tiny Eddie's Valley Grown Avocado Donuts.
That doesn't sound awful. I don't know what that would taste like, but that doesn't sound awful.
You could make that good.
1,000 bits from Mr. Viperfang says, Tiny Eddie says that Steven is OSHA in this situation. Valley grown avocado donuts. So
Avocado
like that
icing, no, it said,
entire
yeah.
phrase is okay. Valley grown avocado, I'm like, oh, that sounds nice. It's like something they'd put on the outside of a box. An avocado donut, I'm like, okay, all right.
You've had avocado toast. Now try avocado donuts.
Yeah, it's not my favorite thing, but that's something that, okay, let me phrase it like this. You walk into a bakery or something, whatever, and they have an avocado donut. That's the thing you'd order because you're like, what the heck is that going to be like? That's the way I am. If there's something that's like really weird or unusual, I'm like, oh, I want to know what that is like.
In my dream restaurant I have like 8 seats and I make whatever I want that night.
Mm-hmm.
That's something I would do. It'd be like, let's make an avocado donut.
I mean, it's certainly strange.
There's a special menu item like the nights I'm open,
Mm-hmm.
and like that's it. You don't get to pick what your order is. Like,
Do you want the avocado donut or that's it? Go home.
it'd be like that. What's the video we watched where the guy made like the best restaurant in London and then just like
Oh yeah.
Uba Butler?
Yeah.
That was a good
But a
video.
real restaurant.
But real, yeah.
A real restaurant. The thing I was going to say right before that alert was, thanks everybody for resubbing. And the thing that I never talk about, because I assume people know, but some people still don't know, is that if you have an Amazon
Prime membership?
Prime membership, you actually can resub for free. So folks don't know that. I don't know where you do that.
Brandon has the
There's
Nightbot
like a
that
special-
tells you how.
It's like a special
Oh, it doesn't
button.
tell you how. It just says that you can.
Yeah, I don't know how to do it. I just know that you can do it. So... But if you have Amazon, you actually can subscribe for free. I don't know where to do it, but you'll figure it out. Google it. 500 Bits and One Weird Cat says, this is to share the good vibes because my boyfriend who does freelance AV tech stuff got a job offer yesterday. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, I wish your boyfriend well. And I hope that it's a fun and fulfilling position. I know that doing tech stuff can sometimes be... it depends, really. A lot of times it's not the tech stuff that's the headache. It's the people. Just being honest. Just being honest. Anyone that does IT is like nodding their head. They're like, mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's not that the tech is the problem. It's that the people, they're like, so, question. My disk drive, it's not working so good. Okay, well, what's wrong? I put in a disk and it didn't work. Okay, well, let's see what you got. This is a slice of bologna. Yeah! It is. You can't put bologna in an optical drive. Are you sure? I'm sure. You can't do that. It's not optical media. It's a slice of bologna. But it's the same size. It doesn't matter. It's a lunch meat. Don't do that again. How did you get this job? Shout out to all the IT workers and everyone doing tech stuff, dealing with everyone else.
We had an IT worker at the school I worked at. And she was really
How
good.
do I get internet to my monitor? I like it.
Anyway, she was really good at her job. It's just she was stretched real thin because she was one person for our entire building.
Yeah.
So I became like the IT person of the floor wing I was on. It was like, Mallory, my projector's not working. Battery's out, or the bulb was out.
That's a good way
How do I connect this to this? Well, you need an HDMI cable and a converter.
I think it's so weird because when you are within that world, like everything just sort of makes sense. Like you at least have a baseline for things.
Yeah.
You know, like even if you don't know the problem, you know enough of the pieces to be like, oh, I can Google the pieces
exactly.
to figure out what the problem is.
And then people were like, you know so much. And I'm like, not really.
But the thing is,
I know what this looks like and I know what this looks like, so I know there's a thing, I can find out what it is.
yeah, but the difference between IT people and the rest of the world is that IT people have the baseline stuff.
Yeah.
If you know the pieces, you can figure out the problem. But if everyone else does not know the pieces, which is fine because everyone's got interests, everyone's got things they want to know about. Like me with cars, I don't know crap about cars, like just nothing, and I have literally no interest in ever knowing any of it.
Yeah.
None. I know I like computers. I know hardware and software. That's all exciting and stuff to me. Cars, not at all. Something wrong with the car? Don't know. Don't care. Don't want to learn. Want to take it to someone who does. Say there's something wrong with it.
That's exactly it, Brandon. Being able to kind of be the intermediary between the tech person and the consumer
Yeah.
is nice, but it's also hard when the tech person like assumes you don't know anything and are like, oh, treating me like the regular consumer that's having the trouble.
Yeah.
That's hard.
Like
it's
on
like,
the-
no, I actually do know a little bit more.
When you
like,
call
please
in-
take me serious.
When you call into a tech support thing and you just have to like from the start of the call be like, hey, can you just like
you have to use all the big right words.
can you just move me up to the next? Like I promise I can follow. I promise I can follow. Like I've already got things open. Like as opposed to so.
Have you restarted the router?
In the bottom left corner of your screen, there's a start button. Do you see the start button? I'm like, if that's where we're starting, I'm like, no. Hit the gas. We gotta be a lot further along than this. Anyway, 5 months from Brendan Gaming, 38 months from Mr. Incredible Noob Lord, and 300 bits from Satsy with the George Beans. Beans. Were the beans updated last week?
I don't know.
They're updated this week. They're updated. We got them updated.
When I was in graphic design in college, you taught me enough like CSS and HTML that I could like program a website, and we had to do that for a project, but the professor, who didn't know how to do any of that, was like, we're using Dreamweaver without using the code part. And no one knew how to do anything or fix things when they went wrong, but I knew enough that I could do it.
I'm sure Dreamweaver got better, but
This was 2008.
I'm sure Dreamweaver got better, but like
I was fixing everyone's websites.
it was one of those situations where it made things like super bloated. Mm-hmm. Super bloated.
And it was real hard because the professor was like, here are all of these, was it Linda tutorials?
Yeah.
He's
God,
like, watch
Linda.
these, and then we'll do our project. And I refused to watch the videos because, like, why would I need to if I'm doing the other
Chill
part?
Days is like, we have to go further back. Microsoft front page. Get in the time machine. We got a sub from the cooler Stephen George. Welcome. Also, I knew you were out there. It wasn't a high bar to cross. Very short bar. God, Angel Fire, Homestead.
No, you gotta... Messing with your Neopets user page.
Listen, we GeoCities. What's the other one? Top Cities was another one. There was a shareware version of this HTML CSS GUI, similar to Dreamweaver but way jankier. But it was free, and it was called like Web Dwarf or something. It was something dwarf. And I remember using that when I was like a kid because I was like, oh man, yeah, Tripod. If you know, you know. And there's like a pretty hard cutoff point. Everyone that grew up in the more modern era of the web kind of dodged a bullet when it came to having to deal with all that stuff. The downside, it's not a downside. Forget I said that. It's not a downside. The upside, then, is that they don't have to know anything about, like, writing HTML or CSS. Because nowadays, that stuff is good. Like, if you have a what you see is what you get editor, it works. It works fine. Anyway, what were we doing? 300 bits from Sentai Brad just says, there is one time my aunt called into IT because she was having problems with her PC. English is her second language. And when the IT guy told her to close all the windows, she went around the house and closed all the windows in the house. And the thing is, I can't even blame her.
Yeah.
People People don't know that the boxes on your screen are called windows. They don't know that. They're called that on Windows and Mac. That's a window. I guess they're called that on Linux. I don't know. I don't use Linux. So like, that's what they're called. But like, people don't know that. So maybe she was like, oh God, the wind will affect the thing. Anyway, 500 bits with Interlude, who says, since we're on old internet talk right now, I recommend playing Hypnospace Outlaw for those same vibes, and also because it's a good game. I've heard a lot of the good things about that. It's been one of those games that I've been interested in
going to your
playing.
chair? Okay.
I've never got around to.
Do you remember AOL keywords?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't have AOL, but that was...
My dad did.
That was just a huge marketing thing,
Mm-hmm.
and even if you didn't have it, you knew about it. Because you were watching any show or network, and they were like, make sure you AOL keyword Nick, AOL keyword Disney. It's just a whole thing. Hey, bud. Hey, buddy. You here to tank our frame rate, bud? We have 3,000 bits from Disaster Lives in Me. It says, is this going to trigger another hype train? Just kidding. I know it hasn't been long enough. I just wanted to see that extreme lag that happens on my end with Poggy popping up. Yeah, I very purposely like watched our end, and like it looks okay on our end.
Yeah.
So I'm real curious what it's going to look like after the stream. I'm going to find out. It also, if it looks fine, then that means the YouTube version will actually have a huge advantage because it'll look fine. Disaster, thank you. And 25 months from Howie Sona. Appreciate it. So let's talk about the other thing.
The other thing, yeah.
So I announced, what did I announce? Christmas alerts are on.
Uh-huh.
And then the Poggy alert, which destroys everything, which is exciting.
Uh-huh.
This, which is available for the next month or so. And the other thing is that yesterday I launched a new YouTube channel, which sounds big and ominous. In reality, it is a place to now store VODs. So it is StephenVlog. There's a link in the chat. I would, if you are interested in watching VODs on YouTube as opposed to Twitch, because I have heard through the grapevine that one or possibly all of you hate watching video on demand content on Twitch because their player is terrible, we now have a VOD archive channel. So consider subscribing. Or actually just do it. Just actually subscribe to the channel. Apparently there's certain features that you can't even get or unlock until you get a certain amount of subscribers, which is exciting. It's exciting. Yeah, I already have a VOD up there. And you'll notice that the VOD up there is the first VOD of Skyrim from a few weeks ago. The other thing that I've done is I'm trying to make this VOD archive channel as good as it can be. So what I've decided to do is that the VODs have the countdown timer cut out of it. So that's not even in it. And then also it has chapter navigation. Because I think that's probably one of the downsides is that you go to a VOD archive channel, it's like a 4 or 5 hour stream and it's just like, good luck! So I've added chapter navigation so you can quickly jump around to things. It's a cassette tape because it's for archive purposes. Because a lot of times tape is used for archiving. Can't wait till we get someone that just doesn't know what that thing is. That's when I'll feel really old. So you can navigate quickly to points in the episodes. You can navigate to the breaks. It's exciting. Now you might be saying, okay, that's cool. Is there a particular reason that you decided to launch StephenVlog today?
10 a.m.
Yes.
Santa's coming.
Yes, there is. It's because episode 284 of Skyrim comes out today. And that's a phrase that I never ever thought I would say. But there is a brand new episode of Skyrim that is debuting today on on
Stephen
Stephen Plays. And this episode is cut in a completely new way. I'm really excited for everyone to see it.
Santa's coming.
It is cut in more of a fast-paced highlight style, which caused Dan a little anxiety because it was like the first time he had ever done something like this. But I was like, you can do it. I believe in you. And he did a really great job.
Yeah, he
so it's a nice, compact, like 10-minute video. And folks that want to just get like the gist of what's going on and see the funnies can watch that. And if someone's like, no, I really want like it, I want to see the full thing, I want it slowed down, can go to the VOD archive channel where the full thing is there and it has chapter navigation. So if you don't want to wait through breaks, just go through them. I'm trying to do my absolute best to do everything as correctly as possible. I want things to be accessible for folks. I know folks don't like
to be able to have a choice of
how they consume content. I know that a lot of folks don't like watching VODs on Twitch, and I totally get it. So now you can watch them on YouTube, and we're trying a new editing style for this particular thing. I'm not saying that we're doing it for everything, but we're trying it on Skyrim because it's a game I already played to death, and I think that the style fits it. So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. I hope the highlights just called your mom. The highlights going up on Stephen Plays, so.
and everyone should watch at the beginning of it at least.
Oh, you're really gonna love. I sincerely hope that everyone checks out Skyrim 284. It's literally a new episode of Skyrim after 7.5 years, so just on the principle. But we actually filmed a very special intro that was not in the streams. So check it out. You have to at least watch the intro of Skyrim 284. Like, you have to at least watch the intro.
Yeah.
Especially if you watched Skyrim, especially if you watched the Skyrim,
finale.
The finale of Skyrim, you really gotta watch the beginning of Skyrim 284. I'm very excited. I'm very excited. It felt, it felt good and nostalgic to do what we did. Anyway, that's out at noon.
You're really going to town cleaning those toes, aren't you, Kepi?
He's working on it. Anyway, yeah, and Chaz says, even if you saw the stream, you should watch 284 for Dan's editing work. It's true. I think that's the other fun thing about trying this sort of thing, is that when you cut something up like this, even folks that attended the stream will be interested in watching the video content because it's snappy, it's a recap of what you saw, but also it's just all the like fun bits. So yeah, I'm hoping that folks will like it. And Dan certainly is hoping folks will like it because he has never cut anything like this ever. So we'll see what happens. 4 months from Kennedy KJK 2016. Thank you, Ken. 200 bits from Sentai Brad. 391 bits from Penguin Frog, who says, can we get clips posted to StephenVlog as well? You mean like individual clips? Is that what you mean? Or do you mean like shorts? Is that what they're called on YouTube?
Yes.
YouTube Shorts?
Yes.
Because right now, the plan is to post very explicitly VODs to StephenVlog. And, you know, things are a little in flux as we, like, figure out exactly how we want to... Because right now what we're doing is we're trying to figure out how we want to, like, move things around. Oh, you mean... Twitch clips. I don't know that we'll have Twitch clips, but they will, like, the entire VOD will be on there, right? So, actually, with the newfound power of... What are they called on... What are they called on YouTube? Are they called clips or moments or something? I don't know what they're called. But, like, you can, like, make your own now. And then you can share, like...
I have no idea, but yeah.
Anyway. Shorts are different. I think it's clips. There's a million things. Anyway, we're working on it. Clips, like the clips that people take in the streams of Weather Basically Memorable Moments. Yeah, so on YouTube now you can just make those yourself, which is kind of that's the way it works on Twitch too.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to be posting those to the VOD channel because just the whole VOD will be on there. But you can go into the VOD and make your own clips and share those if you want, which is neat. I'm hoping that at some point YouTube will give us the option to have a clip shelf like there is on Twitch, you know? Because like that would be, in my opinion, that would be ideal because that allows the user to make their own thing. Because on the way it works on Twitch is that there's clips and people make the clips and you can just sort by like what's the most popular clip in the last day and like see it. Anyway, hope that explains all that. There's too many stupid words. There's clips and shorts and moments and videos and there's like all these words and they all mean different things, but they all mean different things on different platforms.
Yeah.
So it's actually it's a really hard thing to like talk about because it's like what are we referring to on what? Anyway, the future is terrible. Where were we? 36 bits from Wolves with Pie. That's 3 years. Congrats, Wolves. Thank you. Will past stream VODs be uploaded to YouTube? Maybe. That's not like a huge concern at the moment, but it's possible. It's possible. If we want everything to be in one place, we could do that. We just put them there and then like unlist them from Stephen Plays. We got...
I was like driving me crazy this morning.
You got itch eye?
I think all the cat hair.
You are covered in cat hair.
Yeah.
You cuddled the boy.
I got to cuddle him.
And now he's sleeping. Did I say 36 bits? I meant 36 months. That's probably obvious. It
is, but we
context.
Still have to call you
Context
out on
is a powerful thing. 300 bits from Mr. Viperfang. 300 also from Aldo512 says, "Hey, guess what time it is? What time is it?
10 a.m.
Is Santa coming to town?"
Maybe.
350 bits from Leaf who says, "I tried to binge all of Skyrim in 2 to 3 days. I failed, but I am currently on episode 139, and one day I'll get to this new app." You made it halfway.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. It's pretty good. There is a lot of it. 400 bits from Kerbab, who says, "Will we no longer get long-form VODs on Stephen Plays? Example, new Pokemon Snap." Correct. VODs will just... So, like, the content still exists, right? Like, nothing is changing there, but it's going to be posted onto a different channel. And the idea behind that is just to basically not clog up the channel, is basically it. Because there are folks that watch Stephen Plays and have literally no interest in watching VODs, and I get it. And if it's in a place where they have chosen to receive that information, that works out better for both parties, because then the people that get it can get it, people that don't want it won't see it. Yeah. And I've included a handy link to the corresponding thing. So like when you're watching Skyrim 284 and you're like, "Oh, this is cool, but I want to watch the whole thing."
When you see the intro and you're like, "But I want to watch the whole VOD." After you watch the intro, you can go into the description and click the link to take you to the VOD.
Yeah, I'm trying to really keep this like well connected. So
Renee said that Santa has to bust her butt if she wants to make sure that things are set. I gotta do some more Christmas shopping too.
I keep forgetting to start. It's fine.
You want me to like... Did you set a reminder?
Yeah, I did. Vagabond says, "Will the VODs exist on Twitch indefinitely as well?" Yes. Yeah. Just because some folks do like to watch on Twitch because they do like to have the Twitch chat that's matched up with the video. So yeah, all options are available. We just want folks to be able to have options. We got 9 months from Generic Juicebox, 300 bits from Mr. Viperfang, and 200 bits from That Gamer Gerbil. Thank you. Appreciate it. Where will breakfast streams go? Right now, breakfast streams are still going to be on the vlog. They'll still be on the vlog channel. That could change if we decide that it's a better spot and we want the vlog to be just the vlog. But right now, currently StephenVlog is only going to be for gaming things. Yeah. A dedicated breakfast stream channel. It's not impossible. But yeah, we're just resorting things. We're like, is there too much here? Is there too much?
There's too much in this box.
Is there too much in this box? Should this stuff be in another box? And
it's too hard to sort through this box of all this stuff.
And we found that the answer is possibly, maybe, yes. The answer might be yes. Whooper says, will VODs be posted the next day? Probably yes. Yeah, because as it stands now, sometimes VODs wait to get posted onto Steven Plays for, like, fitting better into other content, and, like, we wouldn't have to do that because we just post it whenever. So, yeah. We've got solution, make less stuff.
That was my solution, Thomas.
That's the true solution, right? Just make less things. Instead, I've like, what if we just had other boxes? We'll just put this stuff into other boxes. Okay.
Uh-huh.
What, is there anything else? Did I forget anything? There was a lot to discuss.
I mean, we can mention Friday on Thursday.
We can also mention it now.
Yeah.
It's on the schedule.
Thomas says, solution, source me to make your stuff.
Twitch actually has a built-in, I don't know if folks have seen this, Twitch has a built-in schedule, and it's actually quite good. It was pretty good before, and recently it became very good. Where I can set it where, like, every Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, there's going to be streams, and then I can go in and say on a very specific day...
Change the go live message?
No, you change the game that you're playing. So, like, I have it set where, like, this Friday, for those who are not aware, we're playing Big Brain Academy Brain vs. Brain, courtesy of Nintendo. Nintendo sent over a code for that. We're going to be playing that on Friday. And, like, on the schedule, like, it says, cool. It's really good. I was impressed that it was as good as it was. I kind of wish that was on YouTube, but I know that, like, 99% of people on YouTube wouldn't use it, so it's pointless. But yeah, so that's happening Friday. We're going to, like, have a lot of predictions.
Uh-huh.
And if you're smart, you'll bet on Mal. Maybe. Like, it's different things. Maybe I'll be good at some of them. I'm good at the quick math.
I know you are. I'm really hoping it is not all math.
Me and Carly had a little fight. You remember that?
Yeah. Carly's like, no, I'm gonna beat you in math. And then we played Trivia Murder Party 2 on Jackbox.
It was how many math problems can you solve in, 30 seconds?
Yeah, and they're all addition, subtraction.
And I solved like 22 or something like that. So it was like really, really fast. And when I beat Carly, she goes, that's not fair. I was drunk. And I was like, well then why were we even having a competition? You can't hype yourself up and then when you lose, be like, nope, I was drunk. It means nothing. I'm like, come on now.
We just need to get a set of flashcards. And then, like, we'll go through them with you and timer, and then we'll go through them with Carly and have a timer.
I'm pretty good at it, though. Once you get into the, like... Slow down with, like, division. You get into division, I'm like, oh. But, like, addition, subtraction, multiplication, I'm like, yeah, I could probably do that.
And once you add letters, then Carly...
Don't add letters.
Then Carly would be
letters
you.
Don't belong in math.
Carly would be...
No one knows what to do with
Even
them.
if it was just, like, one letter in addition problems...
30 Bits from Jay Linebeck says, can't wait for years from now when Bethesda releases Fallout 4 Special Edition with all new quests so that we get episode 271 of the Fallout 4 LP. I mean, I would do it. I don't think they'll do it. Fallout 4 was not anywhere near as popular as Skyrim for Bethesda, but if they did it, I would have interest. I would definitely have interest in returning to that series as well. That'd be really neat. And 40 Bits from Kerbab says, wait, are memorable moments moving to 8 at night? Someone's looking at the schedule. Next week, we are trying something new. And that is moving memorable moments to later in the day. Starting next week. That's not this week, that's next week. We just want to try something. Because we have some suspicions about what's working under the hood. at YouTube. So we're gonna alter something to just see. Just see. So they'll still be there in the day, like the same day, but
Yeah.
they won't be coming out smack up against the LP episode.
Sometimes you just gotta see, Chaz says.
Renee says, "We're on to you, YouTube." There are some suspicions about some things, and we're going to test them. We're gonna test them. Mm-hmm. Maybe we're wrong, but we're gonna test them to find out. All right. I think we said all the things.
We said all the things.
I think we said all the things. Thank y'all for being here. I hope you have a wonderful Tuesday. Skyrim 284 comes out in a little under 2 hours. I hope you check it out. And I am hoping to get a vlog out today. The next vlog is a beefy boy. And
Yeah.
I'm trying to work through it.
We did a lot that day.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm working through it. And it's a process, but
It's really cool though.
it's a good one. It's just
Yeah.
going to take a while. All right. Thanks for being here. We will see you on Thursday morning at 9 a.m. Eastern
That's a good one, Emil.
for another breakfast stream.